Hello everyone and welcome back to Cinti Rally! You might be wondering why I am all dressed up right now. I have a work event to go to in a little bit and I got ready early and I had some extra time, so I figured why not film a YouTube video? Today I really wanted to return to my roots of sit down videos talking about the parks. Today's theme is my Epcot must-dos. So every time I go to Epcot, these are the things that I absolutely must do. I cannot leave the park without crossing off everything on this list. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I cannot leave Epcot without doing is going on Journey into the Imagination. Like most human beings, I am a huge Figment fan at heart. He's just the cutest thing ever. He represents so much imagination and creativity. I just love the character of Figment and I love what he represents, and I just absolutely love the ride. I think it's really fun. It's one of those quick short rides that's just one of the staples of my Epcot experience. Second thing I cannot leave Epcot without doing is getting a pastry from both France and Norway. The Kringla bakery in Norway is absolutely amazing. I've had a few different pastries from there and everything has been just absolutely excellent. That was the first bakery that I was like, okay, I need to come here every time I'm in Epcot. And then on my most recent trip, I discovered Les Halles in France and also changed my life. Couldn't completely give up on the Kringla bakery and I still need to go there, but I also can't leave the park without getting a pastry from France. I just can't. Anyone who's had a pastry from that place knows what I'm talking about. Everything in those cases just looks so fantastic and so amazing. I just want to eat them all. My next must-do at Epcot is to ride Spaceship Earth. And this is kind of an obvious one for Epcot, but even the obvious must-dos deserve their moment of recognition. Spaceship Earth is just one of those classic rides that everyone has to do before they leave Epcot. My next must-do is to get an alcoholic beverage from Mexico. I am a big fan of sangria and margaritas, and Mexico has amazing sangria and margaritas. This tradition started during my last trip when I got both a sangria and a margarita from Mexico, and they were both just so amazing. I just remember thinking, I must have one every time I'm here. This next item on my list is something that is very, very near and dear to my heart because it connects me with my grandpa. And it is to ride the land. During my very first trip to Disney World ever, I was in 4th grade. It was me, my parents, my 2 sisters, and my grandparents went with us as well. And my grandpa is a food scientist, so he loves all things agriculture. So when I went on my first trip, my grandpa was like, we have to ride the land, we have to ride the land. So we show up to ride the land. And the land is closed for renovations. The whole thing was blocked off. We couldn't even get near it. My grandpa was devastated. My grandpa has since rode the land, but to this day he is traumatized by the time he showed up, wanting so badly to ride the land and not being able to. There is a picture of my grandpa trying to pry open the doors of the land and my sister and I trying to pull him off when I was in 4th grade, and I will insert that here if I can find it. It's just one of those pictures that just cracks me up every time because I remembered how disappointed he was when he found out he couldn't ride the land. The next item on my list is to ride the Seas with Nemo and Friends, and then immediately afterwards go to the aquarium. Exploring the aquarium in that building is part of the Nemo and Friends The Seas ride for me. I cannot have one without the other. Going to that aquarium is at no added cost. It's right at the end of the ride, so it's really convenient to get to, and it's huge. It's really fun to just go in there and explore and see all the sea life. It's just one of my favorite things to do at Epcot. The next item on my must-do list at Epcot is to go to Club Cool and to sample all of the sodas. Again, this is just one of those fun things to do at Epcot that's at no added cost. You get to try sodas from all over the world, which is so cool. And it's really fun to trick people into trying the Beverly, which, if you're familiar, is the flavor that everyone is known to not be particularly fond of. I've never tried the Beverly, but from the descriptions I've heard, it tastes something like cough syrup. Please let me know in the comments if you've tried the Beverly and how you would describe the flavor. And my last item on my Epcot must-do list is to take pictures in front of Spaceship Earth. I think I mentioned this in a few videos before, that I just love taking pictures of myself, or having pictures taken of myself, in front of all of the landmarks, the Spaceship Earth, the castle, Tower of Terror, and the Tree of Life. Just one of those things that I love getting done at every trip. Spaceship Earth is one of the landmarks that makes particularly awesome pictures, so I have to make sure I get those before I leave Epcot. And that concludes my list of Epcot must-dos. Let me know in the comments what are some of your favorite things to do at Epcot, what you can't leave the park without doing. If you guys liked my list, be sure to let me know by giving me a thumbs up on this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to see my new content right when it comes out. And be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is @CintyRelly, and on my blog, which is cintyrelly.wordpress.com. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a magical day!